So, Carrie, it's great to finally sit down and have a chat with you on board the stunning Riviera Radiance.
It's great to be here, Shane. Welcome.
It's like my first time coming on board one of your newer vessels, I suppose, with the new split level kind of atrium and restaurant.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it? It's so beautiful. It's a new style of ship for us. It's the Radiance class, so it's not going to be the only one. There will be some more coming. So, but yeah, she's beautiful. She's going to be positioned on the Danube, and we're really excited. And to be honest, the reaction from the trade that we've had here on board has just been absolutely phenomenal. I think it's a game changer for Riviera, and it's really kind of elevating us to that really, higher premium level. Of course, still 5-star as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I suppose the contemporary style of it, but also just really comfortable. And just that bar area is just fab.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I think that's the main thing with Riviera. I suppose we do offer 5-star beautiful ships, but on board it's actually quite relaxed. It's quite casual. But like you said, it's a much more modern ship than the rest of our fleet, but still using all of these beautiful warm tones. There's great use of lighting, I think, within the lounge and the various different restaurants that we have on board. So I think it's beautiful, it's contemporary, it's modern, but still feels very cozy and homely and like a home away from home kind of, yeah.
And as you just touched on there with the dining, it's got 3 different restaurants.
It does, yeah, absolutely. So we've got our main dining room, obviously. We also then have the Mosaic restaurant, which is on the lower deck. So that is going to have different dishes inspired by the different rivers that we sail in within Europe. And then at the back of the ship, we have the beautiful Riverview bistro as well. So I think that caters for about 24, 26 people maximum. So very casual, but very intimate, very personalised. And of course, all the dining is all included in the price as well, so there's no need to pay any additional extras.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed that. The fact there's no kind of upsell when you come on board. It's like you've paid your price and then that's it, just enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. So we like to try and be as easy as possible to do business with. And I know there's a lot of operators out there in the river cruise space, and agents are kind of trying to figure out who includes what. So with us, we try to be the easiest. So we include pretty much everything. So we do the flights out of Dublin. We have transfers, obviously, the sailing on board, beautiful 5-star ship. We have all of our meals included, so breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner. All shore excursions or daily excursions. And then from next year, 2026 onwards, the drinks package is 10 a.m. until midnight. So if somebody wants an old gin and tonic at 10 in the morning, they can do that if they want. It's all included in the price as well, so it's absolutely fantastic. The only thing that we don't include is tips, but they are completely up to the customer's own discretion. So nobody's going to chase them off the ship if they haven't left a tip or anything like that. So and it's not tipping as you go. It's usually on the last evening there'll be an envelope left into the cabin. So it's just easy. It's really easy.
And tell us maybe a little bit about the included excursions that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So I suppose depending on what time we arrive into the port that day, there'll usually be an excursion near enough straight away. So whether that's morning, afternoon, sometimes evening, always with local guides, always with the best English as well. And we have these little headsets in all of the cabins, like most river cruise operators do, that your customers can just bring with them. And if they're anything like me, I tend to wander off and take a few photos, and then I'm running after the tour guide and saying, what did they say? But the great thing, I suppose, is that you're always listening, so you can still wander off and do your own thing. So yeah, they're fantastic. And I mean, I suppose there's a lot of flexibility, even though they're included. If your customers don't particularly want to do the excursion, maybe they've been to Budapest already and they know they want to stay on board and explore the ship, or they want to go off and do their own thing, there is that flexibility. It's all included, but they can come and go as they please. And I suppose as well, for the demographic that we have, which is that 55, 60, 65 plus market, maybe some people are a little bit older, they're not as mobile as they once were. So when we do disembark the ship, when we're doing those daily excursions, we'll go off into smaller groups. So there'll be a slower pace, a more moderate pace, and then a more active pace. So if you do have customers that are a little bit slower on their feet, they don't have to feel like they're slowing anybody down. They can just go at their own pace, which is lovely.
Another thing that really impressed me was the kind of the cabins. And again, what I like about it is I suppose a problem the travel trade have is there's so much product out there. but like there's not a huge amount of different cabin types, and they're all just a very high standard.
They really are, yeah. So it's so easy. I know anybody that's new to river cruising, they usually ask me, do you have inside cabins? We don't. Lower deck is the closest that we would come to an inside cabin. That would be the lead-in pricing. So beautiful cabins, beautifully appointed, lovely colours and lovely tones used, with kind of that picture window, which is actually kind of at chest height, which is quite nice. So you can still look out of the window and still experience everything that's going on outside. And then obviously we have the middle and upper deck cabins, which by standard have those French balcony doors. So instead of losing the space within the cabin, we have those balcony doors. So you can still sit, you can have your Nespresso coffee that's in the cabin and just watch Europe go by as you're sailing, which is fantastic. And then obviously we have our superior suites, which have a slightly larger floor space. And then we are sitting in one of the grand balcony suites right now. So there's a beautiful step out balcony just behind you. And there's about 4 of these on each of our ships. So yeah, nice options for people, you know.
And I really like that, the fact that every kind of cabin type has an espresso machine. It's not one of these premium plus upgrades or anything.
No, they all include the Nespresso machine. You know, there's obviously a kettle with lovely tea and different types of tea available. There's a little fridge in the room. There's a safe, you know, beautiful bathrooms, obviously ensuite bathrooms, which I was just having a look in the grand suite here, and they're the same size as mine in the lower decks. So it's great. And I think as well, a lot of wardrobe space, which is brilliant. And then lots of space under the bed. So once your customers have hung up their clothes, they can then pop the suitcase underneath and they don't have to look at it again for the rest of the week.
And kind of moving on from this ship, you've got a lot happening in the next kind of, I suppose, 2 to 3 years.
Absolutely. Well, just this year alone, we introduced Riviera Radiance on the Danube and Riviera Rose down on the Douro. Next year, a lot of people already know, we'll have Riviera Resplendence on the Rhine. So another beautiful ship. She's pretty much a carbon copy of this one. And then, yes, in 2027 and 2028, there are 2 more ships coming in the Radiance class. And the rivers that they're sailing on are TBC. Yes. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And of course, we did last month in October, we did launch our new worldwide tours as well. So that includes Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Mekong River. So that has our new Riviera Alba on the Mekong in 2027, and she is stunning.
So, well, like, I mean, it's been a spectacular year for you guys. I mean, I like looking at, or I was watching Phil's presentation earlier, you mentioned 100% increase in the Irish market.
It's huge and it's great. It's so good. I have to say the support since I've joined Riviera has been absolutely phenomenal, both from the trade and also from the team in the UK at Riviera. They're really committed to the Irish market, and they love seeing the success. They love seeing that year-on-year growth. But it's been absolutely fantastic. And I think, you know, we did obviously have that legacy pre-COVID where we were very active within the market, and then obviously during the pandemic we had to pull out of the Irish market. But I think now that we're back, now that I'm here, it's giving travel agents and direct consumers as well that confidence in the brand. So you know, they probably have already sailed with Riviera, or they know somebody that has, they might see our ads on TV. So it's just kind of reiterating that we're here to stay.
Brilliant. Well, Carrie Day, country manager for Riviera, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to us.
Thanks a million, Shane.